This New World Order, highly advanced technological police state is in full motion. They're recording us, spying on us, watching us, listening to us at all times.
LAPD's drone program gets the go-ahead while people against it took to the streets.
The words were angry, decorum went out the window, and the drones are in.
The usage of drones has been approved by a civilian board, giving the LAPD authority to use drones. Police have been given additional authority to be provided with military equipment. You know, as Americans, look, we're used to cameras that just stand still, right? We're used to cameras on street corners, buildings, traffic lights.
These are the cameras up here.
Right. These cameras are located on a pole up here in the middle of the divider. There's 2 for the incoming lanes and 2 for the outgoing lanes.
Long Beach Police Department has been using ALPR for over 6 years. We're utilizing it on a regular basis.
We started this project about 18 months ago through some federal grant funds.
We only have 13 patrol cars in our police department, and we equipped every single patrol car with these cameras mobily.
Whenever we pass by a vehicle, it will beep to me. That means that it's been read.
This particular ALPR system is set up with 4 cameras. Each camera is recording at all times.
1,800 tags a minute can be checked against a crime hot list.
And currently our database, we have 24 million plus reads. So what we're looking at on this computer is the latest generation of Pages, which is our program we use for automated license plate recognition, or ALPR.
LAPD spokesman Officer Cleon Joseph declined to comment on the pending litigation.
And then sharing that data on a more regional scale, as well as eventually, I think, statewide.
The Sheriff's Department and IMPD both turned their data over to the Indianapolis Department of Homeland Security, where there has been no clear policy.
Steve Whitmore, a spokesman for Los Angeles County Sheriff Lee Baca, told FoxNews.com he believes the department is on solid footing in regards to withholding the records requests due to exemptions pertaining to government and security files.
But the CIA, FBI, they have a direct connection to the feed, which they've been receiving through these social media giants.
Discovered that there is very little regulation on what happens to all of that information.
To have access to all of our information.
As we all know, criminals don't know boundaries, and they're very mobile in today's environment.
There's no doubt criminals cross borders. They don't recognize what city they're in. They don't care. They go wherever they want to go to commit their crimes.
If a car has 5 or more outstanding parking tickets, state law allows us to tow it, and that turns into a revenue generator for the city.
And so the automated license plate readers in both the fixed and the mobile environment offer us solutions to enhance the services.
And that turns into a revenue generator for the city. Revenue generator for the city.
And provide a greater protection to our communities.
So far, I think we've been online for about 3 years using parking database, and we have generated, I think, in excess of $3 million. In excess of $3 million. $3 million.
We subscribe to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's server, and so we're able to look at license plates, people of interest that are driving those vehicles.
ACLU officials sent a second request to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department to learn additional details.
And pull data from that to see if and when they were in certain areas. We're able to share that data with the agencies that surround us.
But authorities declined to provide them.
They include a detailed log of deployment made available to the public.
I think it is fair to say that there will be an enhanced release of video, both body-worn and in-car video, in the future of the city of Los Angeles.
And until now, that has never been done before by the LAPD.
So now you're going to have cameras flying around over your head using obviously high-definition visuals, high-definition audio. Right now, they are not equipped with any weapons, but give that a little bit of time.
If they get drones, they will ultimately turn them into weapons.
No weaponry attached to the devices.
They eventually will be weaponized.
The UAS would be deployed in limited situations governed by strict criteria.
And only LAPD's elite SWAT unit could deploy them. There would also be several layers of approval among LAPD command staff.
It won't be used to spy on or utilized without a search warrant in non-emergency situations.
Mix the movie 1984 with the Jetsons, and that's what you're going to have in America in a few years.
But none of that appeased the audience.
We don't need drones, and we're going to fight this. Nobody wants these things.
But the commission said it's important to go forward.
The FAA has rewarded CNN out of all news networks, you know, the deep state network, the freaking bought and paid for criminal news network, allowed the usage of drone technology.
But the LAPD is quite determined. They want the drones in their system.
Manipulate, create a story, fake the narrative as much as they want.
We think that video is the be-all, tell-all in an investigation. And it is not.
And they're going to edit the footage that they gained from the drones 1 billion gazillion %. Basically, this is the message from the deep state. There is no escaping us. There's nowhere that you can go that we won't be able to find you.
LAPD Chief Charlie Beck does not believe the approval process would hinder response times during an active shooter, or other emergency situation.
We can't get it. Most departments can't get it. We can't get it. If we get them, we can't even use them. Like LAPD gets too...
They say there's privacy concerns?
Well, they don't say them. The public, an outspoken part of the public thinks that we're going to be Big Brother and we're going to be peeking in people's windows. So the departments and officers who want them for really good purposes that can actually serve the public can't get them. At least not right now. When you do have them, they're highly restricted.
And earlier this year, the LA County Sheriff's Department took some heat for using drones to surveil without the residents' knowledge.
We deal in public confidence here. That's what makes us a great police department. And if we don't have the public's confidence in our use of these systems, they won't be used. And if we don't have the public's confidence in our use of these systems, they won't be used. We believe that we can keep the public safer by using these type of devices. We also believe we can keep police officers safer.
Judging by today, the drones are here, technology is here, and LAPD says we can't ignore that. The goal is, in about 3 weeks, to have in place certain guidelines that could be ready to be adopted.
The Sheriff's Civilian Oversight Committee met with LA residents.
There's a lot of distrust that people have about the law enforcement agencies.
The reality of police use of surveillance technology and LASD's own conduct also creates doubt that LASD can operate a drone program without infringing on the public's privacy.
And reject the use of drones by the Sheriff's Department.
Again, there will be some very strict guidelines when it comes to releasing video from the drones. Whenever there's anything controversial, the Police Commission said they are going to use the same policy that they will enact shortly in releasing body cam and from the police dash cam. But the drones are in. Back to you.